Welcome to DARMA Capital Trading, where trade decisions are shaped by facts, not opinions. Fact-based trading involves making decisions based on objective data and analysis rather than subjective emotions or opinions. In this short but insightful video, we're going to give you a glimpse of our fact-based method and what's behind our market outlook. Our commentary provides an interpretation of the facts, and that's what we're going to get into today. For the market outlook, our fact focus is on price structure, time phase, and market structure. So for price structure, we use a high-low close chart. For the time frame on the outlook, we're focused on the weekly. And on the time frame for price structure, we're looking at the high, low, and last and midpoint of the weekly time frame. So here's our chart divided into the weekly. For futures markets, that'll be 5 days. For crypto markets, that'll be 7 days. So for the market outlook price structure, we're interested in defining previous week high, previous week close, previous week midpoint, and previous week low. This is the price structure that's going to guide us for the coming week. We have our structure high, we have our structure low, our structure midpoint, and then we have our close. So price structure is our first layer of our fact foundation. Next, we're going to incorporate time phase. So time phase is part of the price discovery process, which is determined by major market participants at the start, or the opening phase, and at the end, the settlement phase of each trade period. Each time frame has its own specific defined settlement phase period and opening phase period. Trading during the settlement and opening phases creates a unique context and a unique range. And we call this price discovery. So we're going to identify the settlement range high, its low, and its midpoint. And again, the settlement range is useful during the opening phase. Next, we identify the opening range. So after the opening range period, now instead of focusing on the settlement range, we're going to focus on the opening range. So this opening range will be effective through the week, so through the whole settlement period. Just as with the settlement range, the opening range midpoint will act as a pivotal point within that range, and then the range structure will identify where momentum will start to have a bias. The next layer of analytics we're going to add is market structure, which is our proprietary analytics. So market structure differs from price structure, where it's defining the market state. The structure analytics are composed of a sentiment bias and what we call our critical range. The sentiment bias, or R level, marks the turning point in sentiment from bullish to bearish. So we have our price structure and our time phase price discovery of our opening range, and now we're going to add the sentiment bias. So this week's sentiment bias comes in alignment with the previous week's low point. And this is the type of confluence we're always looking for. We're building that fact foundation, price structure, the price discovery, and now we have market structure. So the critical range defines the structure boundaries of the market state, and that's defined with the upside pivot and downside pivot. And the pivotal midpoint is what we call our directional. So our sentiment bias is equal to the downside pivot, and then here we have our top of our critical range, the upside pivot, and our directional. This is our primary fact foundation, price structure, price discovery, and market structure. So here's today's outlook. So we continue to update the outlook throughout the week. The structure doesn't change. I took off the opening range because we're a little off market for that. So I just like to keep things clear. So the commentaries are meant to be an interpretation of the facts. We identify the market. This is the S&P 500. We identify Thursday because that's important for the price discovery, the date, give a little color. So these commentaries are basically going through and interpreting these facts. We do our best to keep this as objective as possible, identifying what is true, what theme is in command, and where will that theme change. We appreciate your time and interest in our fact-based method. We invite you to continue to leverage these strategies to drive your trading decisions. Remember, in the world of trading, facts are our most valuable currency. Look forward to empowering your journey. Until next time.